Hello. We're going to talk about academic argument essays for a second because the rest of our papers for this class are going to be this type of essay, and it's not necessarily an intuitive idea, at least in my experience. So, this is kind of a vision of what Thanksgiving dinner can look like at my house. We don't actually throw food, but we throw ideas, and everyone is determined to be the one who's most right to win the argument, to put the other person in their place, and it pretty much feels like this. When I first started in college and had my first argument paper, this is what I thought it needed to do. I thought I needed to crush the other side and overwhelm them with, you know, how right I was, because that's how I had been raised. This is what a debate looks like in my house, in my extended family. So that's what I thought should happen in an argument paper. Took me a while to figure out that that's not the case. It's much more like the following image, which I came across some years ago. And that's the idea of a conversation, this ongoing conversation that has been going on in academia for years and years and years and years. So in this case, I'm going to call it the Free College Debate Cafe. You can see, look how polite they're being. Look at how they're swapping ideas and discussing things and trying to come up with, interesting conclusions, right? They're having a conversation. And this conversation has been going on, like I said, for decades, for centuries in some cases. Not the free college debate, but for some centuries and centuries of debate have gone on around ideas. So, what we're doing as English 101 students is we are coming into the middle of this conversation that's been going on and trying to figure out, what are the different ideas that are in there. We're just trying to learn and soak it up. I really like this image of thinking of reading sources being like listening in on conversations, right? Sit down at this table, read this article, learn more about this debate and what people are putting out there. It's really not our job, as in the hierarchy of discussions, as the person who's just shown up to this cafe, to be the person who's like 100% no, I know the right answer, right? We have an idea and we're going to listen in, we're going to read um, what these experts have been talking about. We're going to try to come up with an interesting discussion about one or more of those points. That's really kind of what discussion and preparation, drafting and writing the paper looks like. It's like sitting down at this table, our class together, after we've been a part of these other smaller discussions. And then we talk about ideas. We think about what our experiences have been like. And if those fit in to the conversation, then we figure out what we want to say and we write essays that promote or question what we've learned and put forward a claim. Then we support with all these ideas that we've been gathering, all the notes that we've been taking as we've been listening into these different conversations and reading the sources. We're going to take the best and brightest of what they had to say and use those to put forward an argumentative essay that's going to be a pleasure to read. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we come up with. Thanks for listening.